Hi, Gemini. Happy birthday when you see this. Sprinkle, sprinkle, twin. Gemini, today we are here for your midheaven career and professional guidance reading. Gemini, this may also apply to your sun, moon, rising. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Okay? We're going to be looking at the energetic time period of May 15th through to June 15th. All right, Gemini, in this house, we pray. Let go. Divine Mother, Father, God, angels, ancestors, and guides, I ask that you allow me to see and say all that I must say and see. Gemini are your children, dear Lord. They are your beloved. What is your guidance for your Geminis? Gang, gang. All right, Gemini. We're going to read a lot, just all oracular today. That's what the energies we're in. This is what we're going to do. We're going to pull from getting into the vortex because we're still in the energy in a space where spirit wants us to move out of the vortexical energies that some disingenuous people are pushing out there. And they want us to get back into our energy, get back into our alignment. Remember, what we're seeing around us is a tower. It's a tower that spirit has thrown its lightning bolt at. It's getting rid of it. Okay? So let's get back into alignment. That's why spirit wants us to pull from getting into the vortex with Esther and Jerry Hicks, and Esther channels Abraham. All right, we're then going to use the Archangel Oracle and then the Angel God Oracle, and then we're going to close out with the four agreements for extra guidance. All right, Gemini. Hold on, the timer on. I'm learning to set boundaries with myself and ignore the person that's taking up residence. You see it? Taking up residence. About to start charging her rent. Rude. All right, Divine Mother, Father, God, what do you have for your Geminis? What's your gut? Ooh, I was about to say, what's your guardian? Guardian Gemini? What's your guidance? Thank you. All right. So your first card, it's 9. Oh, I am a vibrational being, vibrationally and an emanating desires. Sort of God. It's Mercury retrograde somewhere. What planet? I am a vibrational being, vibrationally emanating desires. Ooh. Okay. Can we see her? There we go. You live in a vibrational universe that is managed by the law of attraction. The law of attraction is bringing vibrations that are alike together. And so it is important for you to acknowledge that you are vibrational beings constantly animating vibrational signals of desire. And when, from your human form, you offer vibration of what you want, because you know what you don't want, so you know what you do want, you cannot contemplate any subject without equal components of wanted and unwanted appearing vibrationally in your experience. So what Spirit is saying here, Gemini, is that, yeah, when you're focusing on what you want, obviously you're going to start expelling what you don't want, right? And then also too, when we're having lived experiences, how do we hone in on what we want? Because the things that we don't want, we're like, not that, never again. We'll never be here again. We'll never be doing this again. We'll never be stopping by, not even for a visit, not even for a cup of tea, not even for a little chat. No, right? So Spirit is saying, don't be afraid when those negative thoughts that are vibrationally not a match with you show up, because it is going to. In order for you to know what you want, you have to understand what you don't want. You're not perseverating on it. You're not over here doing the, oh, what was me? You're not over here living in the unwanted space, but you recognize it and you recognize it's not good for you. You recognize it doesn't serve you. It doesn't build you. It doesn't help you. It doesn't feed you. You are recognizing what you don't want is doing. So because of that, now you're just focusing. You're just turning your attention, turning your desires on what is it that I want? This is what I want. And every day it gets sharper and sharper and sharper. And that is the law of attraction. By focusing on what you truly want, putting energy into it, right? And putting energy into it could be studying. You got that professional exam you got to go take, right? It could be just, oh, I got a big meeting. Let me do some like quick prep. You want success, so you are going to need to put yourself in vibrational alignment with success. It's not going to come overnight, and right, and it takes work. All right, being in vibrational alignment takes work. You want a hot? They got me music today. You want a hot body? You want a Lamborghini? Look good in a bikini? You better work. You want to live fancy? Live in a big mansion? What Brittany say? You better work. Now get to work. Vibrational alignment isn't just like saying, oh, I want this in life. Vibrational alignment is you do it, you say it, you act it, you be it. You think it, you enforce it. You see people doing it, you're like, go king, go queen. Yes, because you're like, that's what I want. I'm vibrationally aligned to that too. So that's why the universe is bringing it over here. I'm seeing you doing it. I'm seeing it happening for you. I know it's gonna happen for me. That's the vibrational alignment I'm in. I'm around the people that are making it. I'm around the people that are excelling. I'm around the people that are doing. Right? You go over here in this crowd, they ain't doing shit. They ain't doing shit. They ain't doing nothing. And you over here like, what? I can't be here because I ain't into that. You're not doing anything. You're not moving. It's just stagnant. It's just stuck. I don't want to be over here because I don't want to be stagnant. I don't want to be stuck. Life is too much. Life is big. Life is so much. Like I don't want to be just sitting in one spot doing nothing. There's a whole world out there, a whole universe out there. I want to be doing, I want to be feeling, I want to be experiencing, right? Listen, you go on my YouTube right now, all you're seeing is nothing but travel. And why? Because I want to be traveling. And every little opportunity I get, I go on many little adventures. And every opportunity I get, I go on big ones. Because I want the universe to see that I'm taking every opportunity that is presented to me to travel. Okay? So it takes work, is what I'm getting here, Gemini. The second card we have is 18, which breaks down to 9. Ooh, Gemini, I feel like there's completion at hand. There's some completion at hand for you. Okay. All right, Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. All right. Relationships I don't want clarifies those I do want. Eso me hace? Spirit ain't lying. Right? It says, oh, not too much. Come on back. Oh, it just gets dark. All right, I have to figure this out, but all right. Whenever you know what you do not want, you always know more clearly what you do want. So, in any poignant moment of awareness of another person's undesirable situation, give your undivided attention. Hello, thank you. Whew. Let's start that over. So, it says, whenever you know what you do not want, you always know more clearly what you do want. So, in any poignant moment of awareness of another person's undesirable situation, give your undivided attention to the idea of improvement. that has hatched from your interaction or observation. And as you learn to do that, not only will you be of increasing value to others, but you will see how your relationship with others add immeasurably to your own becoming. Growing up, I used to tell people all the time that I don't need to get cut to bleed. I don't, right? I don't need to get cut to know I'm going to bleed. I don't need to get cut to know it hurt. And people be like, oh, but you don't get experiences that way. And I'm like, but some experiences you don't need. You don't. Some experiences you don't. Some people learn the hard way, some people don't. I don't learn the hard way kind of girl. Yeah? So, what Spirit is saying here is when you're around people and you see what they're going through, you can see what you don't want in that situation, and you can help speak life into the what you want and what they want. Because being with that person and amplifying the what we want together is going to like bring it in more. That magnetic force gets bigger because you have two like figures coming together, attracting greater. Because this person is experiencing something that you're like, damn, no one should go through that. I don't want that for myself. I don't want that for anybody I know. Right? And because you're there, and because you can make that, sound, rational, high vibrating observation, right? All of a sudden, the thing that you want starts coming more clearly to you because you know what you don't want. And this is a version of that that's better, more ideal. This is what I want. This is what you should want out of this situation, right? This is what we're focusing on in this situation. Gemini, very clearly here, Spirit is saying that knowing what you don't want is only helping to strengthen what you do want. And you do not have to be in that lived experience to know that this is something that you don't want in your life. All right. So that's why we keep focusing on the things that we truly want. And that's okay. Right? If you know you have a certain idea of what your career should be, keep that idea, keep that energy. That is what you're attracting to you. Right? If you know what kind of partner you want, hold on to that want, hold on to that alignment. Right? Yeah, people come around and people's behaviors will show you what you do want. Like, no, I don't want a man like that. I don't want a man that behave like that. I don't want a man that think like that. I definitely don't want a man whose morals and ethics reflect that. It's okay to recognize the what you don't want because it only sharpens the what you do want, right? The next card we have is 42, which is 6. It says, should I leave or should I stay? Right? It is very empowering to discover that your patterns of thought do not have to follow your current situation, and therefore your current situation on all subjects can change. We do not recommend taking the physical action of leaving a relationship without deliberately coming into thought alignment with the new desires that have been born out of your current relationship. And then, whether you stay in this relationship or move on to another, you can have exactly what you desire, right? So what Spirit is saying, again, it's literally like, Gemini, I'm getting that you keep looking at the situations around you, people, places, thing, right? Around you at work, or when you're in professional environments, right? Or when you're in a network situation. And whether it is your lived experience or someone else's lived experience, what Spirit is saying to me here is you are making concrete want thoughts, right? Based on the things that are happening around you that you don't want, right? My greatest want thought is I hold on firmly to the future that Spirit has shown me. Because in that future, I am happy. In that future, I have the life that I want, right? And I remember waking up from that dream, knowing who and what I want my husband to be, right? Knowing where I want to live, knowing the type of house I want to be in, knowing the career that I want to cultivate, right? Knowing the woman that I want to be. And it was from that wanting that I just have continued to strengthen what I want, just continue to hone in on what I want. And every year, seeing my life getting better and closer and better and closer. Every time something that is unwanted comes into my vibrational energy, I acknowledge it and then I said, and you're done. Right? So spirit is saying you need to keep being in that vibrational energy, right? The next card I have is 36, which again breaks down to 9. So right now you got 9969. 9969. My imagination attracts all cooperative relationships. My imagination attracts all cooperative relationships. It says the universe and all physical and non-physical players in it is responding to vibrations that you are offering, and no distinction is made between vibrations that you offer as you observe and vibrations that you offer as you imagine. If you will simply imagine your life as you want it to be, all cooperative components will be summoned. And even more important, all cooperative components that are summoned will cooperate, right? And all components that are summoned will cooperate. It is law. The experience you have with others is about what you evoke from them. Absolutely. So if you are having situations at work where you are having negative interactions with people, instead of sitting there and saying, oh, this is all that's ever going to happen, Gemini, what spirit wants you to do is recognize, okay, this is what I don't want. Like every time you recognize something that you don't want, you're like, I don't want this. You focus on the what you want. Focus on building those relationships, right, with people. You focus on building your skills. Focus on the thing that you want. Focus on the things that are serving you, right? Spirit is saying you don't have to observe it or live it. You can imagine it, right? So maybe you're stuck and you've been feeling stuck. Spirit is saying one of the ways to get yourself out of this stuckness is recognize I don't want to be stuck. I don't want to be in this place. And then how do you see yourself getting out of stuck, right? How do you see yourself moving forward? How do you see yourself gaining? So for me, when I'm hearing here, Gemini spirit saying manifest some shit. One. But not only manifest some shit, know that you are in direct control of what it is you are manifesting. You are in direct control of the vibrational energy that you are cultivating and co-creating around you. It doesn't matter if you're doing it with yourself or with others. You have the ability to control your narrative. And people, they can't wish ill upon you if you're over here wishing nothing but the best for yourself. All right. We have Archangel Gabriel coming out. Shimmer with diamond light. Express your creativity, right? Shimmer with diamond light. Express your creativity. What spirit wants for you to do here is to shine, right? How do you be your best self? How do you call in the best for you? You shine. You put your best foot forward all the time, Gemini, right? You don't hesitate to be that girl, that guy. People are going to hate. That's fine. That's their business. That's their energy. Let them figure it out. Your job is to come here and to put on. You keep thinking about your growth. You keep thinking about your success. You're like, I'm getting my promotion, right? You see yourself being promoted. You see yourself with the jobs that you're doing in this promotion. And because you keep positively reinforcing that, it's coming at you, right? You're shining, you're glowing. I see recognition here, right? Because why? People recognize diamonds. I see recognition here. Right? Archangel Gabriel is also helping you to communicate, right? So some work that you are about to put forward, Gemini, is about to elevate you. It's about to show people who you are and what you can do. You are a diamond. I just heard you're a diamond in the rough, but you're a diamond, you're tough. You're built for tough, they just said. Um but know that because you know that you're focused on nothing but your greatest and highest good, that is all that is coming to you in your career, right? So you're about to have a brilliant idea. You're about to put forward a brilliant project. You're about to basically shine bright like a diamond, right? Recognition is coming. You do it with beauty, you do it with grace, you do it with elegance, and just know you're being guided to do this. We have Archangel Perlimiak. Let nature soothe you. Serve the nature kingdom. I love that. Let nature soothe you. Serve the nature kingdom. Right? So, side note, some of you could be working in environmental protection. Some of you could have a job or you're involved in the field of nature protection, environmental protection, farming, sustainability, food sustainability. Because Perlimac specifically, right? When the focus on nature here is the growth around you. Obviously, we're going into the end of spring with this energy because the summer equinox is what? June 20 something, and it's like becomes the beginning of summer. Um, but or is it July? Either one. Either one. But Gemini, I'm seeing here also go out, touch grass, right? You may have more increased wildlife activity around you. They're showing me. Some of you are working on gardens. Some of you are healers, right? So you're healing the earth, you're healing the planet, you're healing people around you, right? Bring in that plant. Nurture yourself, nurture your team, nurture this project, Spirit is saying, right? The next card I have is Archangel Mallory. Remember who you are. Take action when you are ready. Remember who you are. Take action when you are ready. So if any of you have been asleep, right? And asleep in the sense of you've decided, I'm not going to worry about things that are outside of my control. I'm just going to just lay low, take it easy for a while. Spirit is saying you're being activated around this time, right? Um, hmm. Remember who you are. Don't sh don't dim your light is what I'm getting here, right? Keep focusing on what you're building, what you're creating, the energies that you want to align to. You know, Gemini, what I'm seeing here, Spirit is saying to you, hey, sometimes you may not see tangible physical growth, but just know, keep that light, that seed in your energy, in your mind, that everything is always working out for me. Everything is always working out for my greatest and highest good. Even when things that you don't want happen, you recognize them and then you're able to say, all right, but this is what I want. I don't want that. This is what I want. And you focus on the what you want aspect of it, because out of that, you've been focusing and channeling and invoking that to come into your life. And when you get to a point where you're like, actually, this is an opportunity for me to make a move, you go ahead, you make that move, because whatever it is that you're creating is going to bring recognition. And it is something that you have been working on for a very long time, right? Archangel Perlament comes through to say you have been growing this, right? So keep tapping into nature spirit, right? So it's kind of like you're working on a project and you want it to grow and you have a new plant or spring is coming up around you. And the more you encourage the growth of nature around you, the more you're growing, the more your ideas are growing, the more your project is growing. It's like you're being fed. This project is being fed from other things outside of your control, but the things that you're focusing on. So if you're like intentionally focusing on watching ferns grow and from like the curled up little ball to that big plant by the time summer is fully in bloom, like you're focused on the energy. It's like, my project has started small, but it is growing, it is blossoming, it is growing, it is blossoming, it is growing, it is blossoming. Do mantras, do chants, right? Write it down, right? Do Tesla 369, even if you're focusing on the same goal. But whatever you're positively choosing for yourself, know at this time you're taking action and it's getting done, right? Spirit is saying, ask and you shall receive. Ask and you shall receive. Every prayer said is a confirmation to spirit of what it is that you want. Every time you say thank you to the Divine Mother, Father, God, it is a confirmation of what you want. Every time you recognize when something is going good, whether it's for you or for someone else, you're telling the divine what you want. Spirit says, earth and ground yourself. Yes, earth and ground yourself, right? Because know that what you're calling in is bigger than you. And it's meant to be this way. It's meant to feel overwhelming. But Spirit is saying you're not doing this alone, right? Earth and ground yourself. Turn to the nature kingdom. As you soothe it, it soothes you. It's a symbiotic relationship, right? Call upon your angels, call upon your guides, call upon your ancestors, ask them to ground you, right? Blessings and abundance. What did I tell you, Gemini? You're focused on building, right? You're focused. And so for your career, just know that this intentional focus on growing, you have a project out that you are about to put out, Gemini. And you have been intentionally growing this seed, right? People may have told you, oh, go ahead and do it. Just put it out there. Let's see where it sticks. But you withheld and you held it back because it wasn't ready. And Archangel Mallory is coming through to say, you'll know when it's ready. When it's ready, pull the trigger. And I feel like it's coming to a point where that seed is not just that it's sprouted, but your sprout is a healthy sprout. All right. Blessings and abundance are coming into you at this time, Gemini, because you have kept that as your goal and your intentions. Only things that are here for my greatest and highest good will remain as we remove people, places, things, elements, entities, and beings from our path that no longer serve our divine purpose. Only things that are here for my greatest and highest good. Anytime anything that's not a vibrational match comes into my energy, I see it and I'm like, that's not what I want. Absolutely not. I have a full-blown conversation with spirit. I don't want that. Right? Romance and connections. So, twofold. Yes, you could be meeting someone romantically, but you could also be building the connections you need to get this project on the ground. You could be, you're about to start working with someone at this time, right? Building this divine partnership, this divine connection. And just know that this connection was sent from on high. This was meant to be. This was meant to be. This connection is going to open you up, Gemini, to receive, right? To nurture this connection. You have asked and are receiving. You've planted this seed many moons ago, and it is now sprouting. Keep vibrationally aligned to your greatest and highest good. All right? All right, Spirit, what are your final messages? Final messages for Gemini. Final messages for Gemini. All right. It says, don't take anything personally. Become immune to poison. The whole world can gossip about you, and if you don't take it personally, you are immune. Immunity to poison in the middle of hell is a gift of the second agreement. The whole world can gossip about you. If you don't take it personally, you are immune. Immunity to poison in the middle of hell is the gift of the second agreement. They're gonna talk, they're gonna talk, they're gonna talk, they're gonna have a little thing to say about it. Yes. People are going to have their opinions, and it is nothing but that, opinions. It's like assholes. Everybody got one, right? Don't let it poison you. Don't let it dim your light. Don't let it dissuade you. Just know it comes with the territory, but you don't have to take anything these people are saying, right? People are going to talk whether you're there or not. People are going to gossip whether you're there or not. They do it in front of your face, they do it behind your face. All you need to know, Gemini, is Spirit is over here saying we ain't getting distracted with none of that. Keep shooting vibrational arrows to the success that you want, right? Keep shooting vibrational arrows to that which you seek. Keep shooting vibrational arrows to what you're in alignment with, because you're too busy shooting intentional arrows to get to where you want to get to the life you want, to build a career you want. You're not listening to what these naysayers say, because the more they talk, the more upset they get, because the more you're focused on it, the more your work improves, the more you're looking golden, the more your diamond status is solidifying, and people hate that. Oh, well, shim, shim. Shirabahanda. I don't know what to tell you. Like, you want me to do what? Dim my light because you're insecure? Because you feel less than? You want me to take my God-given gifts and hide them because you're uncomfortable? I don't want that, Lord. I don't want that. What I want is to be accepted for who I am, and I want to be successful as who I am. Lord, I want to do the work that you put me here to do, regardless of people's thoughts or feelings on the matter. I choose you, Lord, and I choose myself all the time. Be impeccable with your words. Replace fear with love. The human mind is like a fertile ground where seeds are continually being planted. When you are impeccable with your word, your mind is no longer fertile ground for the words that come from fear. Your mind is only fertile for the words that come from love. Let me tell you something. Ain't nothing wrong with recognizing what you don't want, because recognizing what you don't want removes the fear factor. It removes the ooga booga from it. It's no longer this big, scary monster. Because you're taking a look at it, you flipped it upside down, you shook it a little bit, and you understand what that is. And you're like, no, I don't want that. I don't want no parts of that. This is what I want. I want to always feel loved, cherished, protected, heard, accomplished, successful, wealthy. I want to always feel wealthy. I want to always be wealthy. Wealthy in love, wealthy in spirit, wealthy in my personal life, wealthy in my friendship group, wealthy in my career. I want to always feel abundant and covered. And I keep focus on that. I know I never go back to that feeling. I never go back to that thought because I already looked at it, thought about it, sniffed it, shook it a bit. So I know what that looks like. And I'm good. It can stay over there. Focus on this, right? Speak with love. The greatest thing you can do for yourself is to love your haters. The greatest thing you can do for yourself is to look at somebody and say, it's okay. I get it. I'm not everybody's cup of tea, but I'm somebody's favorite dessert. I don't need you to like me because I got somebody who loved me down bad, right? So I know how to love my haters. I know how to give them compassion and grace, right? Forgive them, Mother, Father, God, for they know not what they do. Vengeance is mine, said the Lord. It ain't for me to get back at you, but it's here for me to show you love and compassion. So you can see that with all the hate that you spew, love wins all the time. Don't make assumptions. Eliminate gossip. Making assumptions is a setup for suffering because usually we gossip about our assumptions. We make assumptions and believe we are right. Then we defend our assumptions and try to make others wrong. Absolutely not. Make no assumptions. If you can't ask the person outright what's going on, until you find out the truth, you don't want to know about it. You don't care about it. Oh, but what if it impacts you? Then go find the truth. Go find the truth. You should be brave enough to ask somebody something to their face if you're brave enough to talk about it behind their back. Because gossiping is opposite of what we need to do, right? Gossiping is like complaining. The more we do it, the more shitty the situation becomes. And I'm talking from experience and fact, okay? I give myself 2 to 3 days to process some BS. Okay, the first day it happened to me, I'm more of the, I can't believe it. The second day it happened to me, I'm talking with my sounding boards, the people that I know that don't just yes me to death, that actually call me out on my shit. By the third day, I'm talking all the shit. All smack about you, all smack about what you're doing, all the smack about how I'm not with it and what my intentions are. I'm talking all the smack. And then I'm done. And then I'm no longer focusing on it, right? I'm no longer putting energy in it. I'm no longer sweating it. Notice I'm saying it, meaning the situation, the behaviors, the actions, because people are people. And the whole time, what am I doing? I'm giving you grace because forgive them, Mother, Father, God, because they know not what they do. But my contract with Spirit is like, give me 3 days. And once I'm done processing, all I'm doing is shooting vibrational arrows at my goal, what I want. This is what I want. Right? Gemini. Your mind is a weapon. It's a tool. You're in your element here as an air sign, is what Spirit is saying. Manifest that shit, right? Whatever it is, manifest it. Just know you won't be allowed to do harm to others, just like how they won't be allowed to do harm to you. Ashea. Now remember, please like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. Let me know how it resonates. right? Hype the channel so that we can get out there on the algorithm and more people can hear the message. All right. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.